This resort has larger-than-life characters, bold theming, and the biggest pool in Disney World. But is it the pure magic that families rave about, or just plain chaos? This is Disney's Art of Animation. Hey friends, Erika here. Welcome back to our channel. As frequent Disney World visitors, we know that choosing the right resort can make or break your Disney trip. With so many options and amenities to consider, it's easy to see why many wind up at a resort that doesn't quite fit their needs. But don't worry, we're here to help, and today we're sharing all the details and talking about why you should or shouldn't stay at Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Disney's Art of Animation is located in the ESPN Wide World of Sports area and just a short ride from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Technically, it's a value resort, but let's be real, it feels a little different from the other Disney World value resorts. If you're looking for giant characters, immersive theming, and rooms that make you feel like you've stepped right into your favorite Disney and Pixar movies, then this is the spot. This resort is themed to 4 iconic Disney and Pixar films: The Lion King, Cars, Finding Nemo, and The Little Mermaid. Each section of the resort is larger than life, with towering characters, colorful backdrops, and little details that make you feel like you've stepped right into the movie. Sounds like the perfect resort, right? Well, let's talk about those pros and cons of this resort. Let's start with the good stuff, the reasons why you'll love to stay here. The theming here is the most immersive you'll find at any value resort. It's like stepping right into your favorite Disney and Pixar movies. Everywhere you look, you're surrounded by giant, larger-than-life characters that bring the magic front and center. You got the Lion King with its lush jungle walkways and Rafiki waiting to greet you, a full-on Cars Land vibe with Radiator Springs recreated right down to the Cozy Cone Motel, a whimsical Little Mermaid section where you'll literally walk under King Triton's watchful eye, and of course the Finding Nemo courtyard that features Crush, Nemo, and friends in the biggest pool on Disney property. The scale and details are bright, bold, and everything you're looking for at a Disney resort. Let's talk about one of the biggest draws here, the family suites. This is what really sets Art of Animation apart. While most value resorts only offer standard rooms, these suites themed to Finding Nemo, Cars, or The Lion King sleep up to 6 and include a separate bedroom, living space, 2 bathrooms, and even a kitchenette. It's the little extra space families need without upgrading to a moderate or deluxe. Now, you know how important transportation is in Disney World, and having direct access to the Skyliner is a huge perk here. We're a little biased, but the Disney Skyliner is one of our favorite ways to travel, and this one will get you from Art of Animation to both Hollywood Studios and Epcot in around 15 to 30 minutes. That saves a lot of bus time, especially compared to other value resorts. Of course, the buses are still available for Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, but having that extra transportation option is a major perk. Plus, who doesn't love a fun gondola ride over the most magical place on Earth? And then there's the pool situation. Like we mentioned earlier, the Big Blue Pool in Finding Nemo section is the single largest pool on Disney property. It's zero entry, has a splash pad area, and even has underwater speakers. Perfect for families with young kids looking for a fun day in the sun. But this isn't the only pool at this resort. You also have 2 quiet pools, including the Cozy Cones pool in the Cars section and the Flippin' Fins pool in the Little Mermaid section. So there's no shortage of pool fun here. On top of that, you'll also find playgrounds, movies under the stars, a huge arcade, and yard games throughout the property. A pretty impressive lineup for a value resort. Be sure to check out our full pools and activities overview over on our channel for more details. Of course, no resort is perfect, so let's talk about some of those cons that you might want to keep in mind. Okay, let's start with dining. Unlike many of your moderate and deluxe resorts, Art of Animation only offers one main dining option, the food court style, quick service location, landscape of flavors. And while we do feel like it's a step above your average food court with a bit more variety, it's still just that, a food court serving your standard pizza, chicken tendies, and other standard theme park foods. There's no table service restaurant, no lounge with small bites, and no other real options nearby. So if you're hoping for a sit-down meal with a nicer atmosphere such as Steakhouse 71 or Topolino's Terrace, you'll have about a 15-minute Skyliner ride or a long bus ride away to find it. Let's talk about the size of this resort. Art of Animation is massive. Spread out across 4 themed sections, you're going to have to walk quite a ways to get to the main lobby, dining, and the Skyliner, especially if you're on the outer edges of some of those buildings. If you're staying in the Little Mermaid section, for example, you'll need to factor in some extra steps just to grab coffee, or even if you're heading back to your room after a long day in the parks. Add in the fact that this is one of the most popular value resorts, and you'll notice that it also feels overcrowded. Lobbies, pools, and the food court are often busy, jam-packed full of guests, making it a challenge to find a peaceful spot to relax during your vacation. And finally, let's talk about price. Art of Animation is technically a value resort, but it sure won't feel like a value at checkout. Room rates here can oftentimes match or even exceed other Disney moderate resorts, and during peak season can creep into the lower end of deluxe resort prices. The family suites are the main culprit here. While they provide a great space, they're also priced accordingly. Something to keep in mind when you're looking to find the right resort at the right price for your vacay. So the big question, should you stay at Disney's Art of Animation? As we always like to say, choosing the right resort really does depend on the individual needs of your group and what you're looking to get out of your trip. If you're a family with younger kiddos that are looking for that full Disney experience surrounded by over-the-top Disney and Pixar animation theming the moment you step on property, then this resort is a great option. The theming is amazing, and those spacious family suites are perfect for families who don't want to be crammed into a tight hotel room. But if you're looking for something a bit more quiet, relaxing, and away from the crowds, or if you're looking for a resort that will give you more luxury for the price, then you may want to check out some other resorts in the moderate and deluxe resort categories, such as Animal Kingdom Lodge, Yacht Club, Caribbean Beach, or Coronado Springs. Head over to our channel for more on these great Disney World resorts. So now that we've covered the pros and cons, if you have decided that Disney's Art of Animation is the resort for you, let's hit on a few quick tips to make the absolute most out of your stay. Be sure to book the right room for your group. It's so easy to get caught up in choosing a family suite based solely on your kiddos or yours favorite Disney and Pixar film. Trust us, we did it too. But that might come at a cost. Given the sheer size of this resort, if walking is a concern or you need to be close to the dining or transportation, then you may need to steer clear of certain sections such as The Little Mermaid. And when you book, don't be afraid to call Disney and make a room request. While they're not guaranteed, it never hurts to ask if there's something that's really important to you. If you haven't noticed, we are huge fans of the Disney Skyliner. It's like having another free ride around the most magical place on Earth. It's not just a great ride, but it's also the best way to get to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. And let's face it, it's a lot more fun than buses. Just be sure to give yourself a little buffer in the morning, since those lines can back up during rope drop. Don't get us wrong, Landscape of Flavors is not the worst dining option on Disney property, and we'd be lying if we said we didn't order a whole pizza a couple of nights after getting back from a long park day. But there are so many better restaurants out there, and some that, while not nearby, are not as far away as you might think, if you know where to look. So hop on the Skyliner and head over to Caribbean Beach or the Riviera and check out Sebastian Bistro, Primo Priato, or Topolino's Terrace, one of our favorites and our recommendation for a character breakfast during your stay. While the Big Blue Pool is clearly the showstopper at this resort, don't overlook the quiet pools. We actually spent a majority of our time at the Cozy Cone Pool, and while it was smaller, it also was much quieter, less crowded, and the perfect place for a nice break from the action. And as an added bonus, the perfectly themed Cozy Cones doubled as cabanas, a pretty sweet perk for a value resort. Well friends, that's going to wrap up this Disney's Art of Animation Resort pros and cons video. We hope that it helped you decide whether AOA is the right resort for your Disney World trip. If it did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Your support really means a lot to us. If you found our tips helpful, be sure to let us know in the comments and drop any of your questions down there as well. If you're looking for more information on Disney's Art of Animation or any other Disney World resorts, head over to our channel. We have full resort overviews, dining reviews, details on pools and resort activities, and so much more. If you want to see more of our Disney World content, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in our next one. Bye guys.